Welcome everyone to another Seating Dynamics quick class. My name is Michelle Lang. Today we're going to be talking about how to determine the best resistance for a dynamic rocker back interface. So a dynamic back provides resistance to movement, client movement, through either an elastomer, spring, or hydraulics. In the seating dynamics option, this is done through elastomers. This resistance allows client movement posteriorly with their trunk, stores that energy in the elastomer, and then uses that stored energy to return the client to an upright posture. Without the resistance, the back would simply fall, well, back. So the seating dynamics dynamic rocker back interface contains two elastomers. There's an impact elastomer and a rebound elastomer. The impact elastomer is what actually absorbs the forces from the client as they extend posteriorly at the hips. The second, the rebound elastomer, helps to slow the return to upright so that we have a very smooth movement for the client. The dynamic back comes with 4 different elastomers or levels of resistance. The default is clear, and that is a medium level of resistance. Then there is a soft or yellow, firm or blue, and finally extra firm or green. It's important to determine the optimal resistance for this individual. If the resistance is too firm, the client will not be able to activate the back or only a very, very short distance of travel. The forces from the client may actually be translated through the non-compressed elastomer to the frame, which could potentially lead to damage because the elastomer is not absorbing enough force. And in this case, we want to change to a softer level of resistance. So basically, if the client's not moving the back, try a softer elastomer. If the elastomer is too soft for this individual, the back may engage simply during a tilt or if there's a backpack on those push canes. The client also may not readily return to upright. And in the worst case scenario, if this is really soft, you might notice that these two metal edges actually can come in contact with each other. Again, now we've taken the elastomer out of the equation, and forces can translate through this to the frame, and that could even lead to damage. So it's important if you notice that a client is actively moving the back but not readily returning to upright, or that back is sagging simply because you've tilted the chair, then we need a firmer elastomer in there. And for clients who just really like to rock and roll, then we might want to try a softer elastomer to facilitate this movement because we're not absorbing forces sometimes quite as much as just providing movement. Now, these elastomers can be changed in about 10 or 15 minutes. There are written and video instructions that are available on our website of how to make this change. So, bottom line, the optimal level of resistance is critical to the dynamic back functioning correctly. It's important to make sure that we're not just leaving the default elastomers in there, but really making sure they work best for that individual. So, check if the resistance is optimal. Work with the team to change them out as needed. And don't forget to check the elastomers for wear and tear at least once a year. In this picture, we see that a brand new elastomer on the right looks far different than a worn out one on the left. This adult has really worn that one out after a year and it needs replacement. And more information on that can be found in our maintenance class. If you have any questions, you want to talk about this some more, we're very happy to do so and problem solve with you. Go ahead and reach out, and I hope you can join us for a future quick class. Thanks.